Okay, you guys, so we're back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Halle laying strict rules for DDG to follow. And I'm so proud of him. He's actually following them, or at least in my opinion. Let's talk about it because, as you guys know, DDG and Halle, they were in a legal battle as it relates to custody of their son, Halo, and the legal battle started from DDG not respecting Halle's boundaries. So, what had happened, because I'm actually surprised that I have to say this. I don't know where some people were, but I've been seeing people in my comment section talking about Halle and Brent Fayez being engaged. She's expecting a second child with Brent. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so messy. Truly, truly messy. No, that Brent Fayez drama, it was not real. The internet started that drama. And it seems as though not only did they started it, they consistently keep adding fuel to that fire because I don't know where that is coming from. No, the internet started that drama when Halle was on vacation with her sister Chloe. The internet started the drama, DDG believed it, and he called Halle cussing her out, telling her, I don't want you to have my son around another man, and all of that jazz. And that is when Halle took legal actions against DDG. DDG retaliated and filed, a restraining order request against Halle, saying that, he didn't put his hands on her. It was the other way around. But, the girl had bruises, so it couldn't be that, those bruises were out of nowhere. Someone had to do it. So both parties were granted the restraining order, and Halle had her foot in DDG's neck in court because before Halle moved on to the custody agreement, Halle had gotten her attorney to reach out to DDG's attorney for them to come to a mutual agreement as it relates to co-parenting. DDG was like, no, he's going to take it to court. He took it to court, but irrespective of the fact that he took it to court, he had to resort back to the initial agreement that Halle had. As a matter of fact, he was more restricted than, the agreement that Halle had, lined out for both of them to follow because he believed that she was being unfair to him. But after the entire issue was brought before the court, he was only granted visitation and Halle was granted sole custody. Now, after the legal battle continued, he begged her to really, drop the case for them to work it out of court. And he was like, let's spend Halo's birthday together and all of that jazz. Anywho, Halle agreed to drop it and they're back to their previous schedule that Halle had suggested. So, it seems as though things is moving fine because most recently, DDG was asked about his son, Halo. And he was like, Halo is doing well. He's 2 now. He's at that age where he's just cute. And he was about to say something else, but he pulled himself back and he said, I'm not going to talk about that. Like, you could definitely see that, okay, the guy is trying it. And I think we need to give him a little bit of credit where credit is due. But let's take a look at that clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Age just unique in his own way, though.
Yeah.
Just seeing him coming to himself,
Yeah, my son finna be 2. So he just now, I don't want to say all that shit, but yeah, my son finna be 2.
But he at the point where he getting bad.
Nah, good.
Adventurous, I don't want to say bad then.
Yeah, he adventurous. Yeah. He adventurous for sure. Yeah, I fuck with the age, cause it's like it's like the very cute age, and it's like, yeah, shit cool. I fuck with it. W fathers in the chat.
No, guys, when DDG says that he F's with the age, that's just DDG talking the way how DDG talks. It's nothing serious. It's nothing major. Hope you guys understand. So basically, he's saying that, Halo is 2. He's at this age where he's just adventurous. But then he said, I don't know if you guys caught that when he was about to say something and then he said, he's not going to talk about that because he wants to stay within the guidelines of their co-parenting agreement. No posting of Halo on social media, and they're not going to talk about him on social media. Just the minor stuff, nothing major. I've seen Halle doing interviews most recently, and she was asked about Halo, and she said that, Halo is doing well. He's becoming more, aware, more intelligent, and his mannerism is just super impressive. And it was really good to hear that coming from Halle about their son. And here is DDG, he's giving a little feedback at how Halo is doing. Now, the clip is making a bit of a viral round on social media, and I see a lot of people saying, they miss seeing Halo on their timeline. And I must agree, with them. I miss seeing him too, but we got here because a father decided that he was just going to be arrogant and brutal about things. He wanted to have things his way, and Halle had to, set boundaries. And I think that DDG is going to see the benefit of what Halle is doing for Halo. Maybe not today, but as time passes, I believe that he'll see the benefit in what she did for their son. Now, you guys remember that song that DDG released? He spoke about Halle being a good mom. Like when the guy speaks, when he says some things, it's kind of hard to believe him because we know that he has been dragging her. And in that court document, when he labeled her to be psychologically unwell, and then he's now saying she's an amazing mom. You really have to give the guy side eye. But at the end of the day, I think it is his last word that actually counts. I think he is truly waking up to the reality that Halle is an amazing mom and she's doing an amazing job raising their son. But I'm just hoping that DDD is pushing his weight, hoping that he's paying child support. But maybe Halle's not even pushing for that because she seems as though she's the type of woman who is pretty much hands-on with their child and will do whatever needs to be done. And, she might be looking at DDG and saying, it's okay, I've got this, because she really does give the sense that she's that caring, nurturing person and she's not materialistic as DDG. So, yeah, everyone is a bit materialistic, but some of us more than some. Halle appears to be on the lower end of being materialistic. But it's really good though. I have to say that I'm truly impressed by DDG pulling back, not oversharing. But is it going to last? I guess we're going to have to hang in there and see if this behavior of DDG as it relates to his son actually continues and improve. But I thought that this would be a good share to share with you guys. So let me know what's your take. And while you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.